happened to run into Eric and Matt from High Voltage, who showed us The Conduit. So tell us, why did you choose to make a game like The Conduit for Wii?
Well, as Wii owners ourselves, we saw that there was a need for a product like this. There's a lot of great games for families and for a very broad demographic of people, but it seemed like there weren't a lot of third-party games being developed that were for core gamers. We didn't see a lot of great first-person shooter products out there, and being fans, we saw it as a great opportunity to make games that we would want to play on the Wii.
I think the Wii offers a lot in terms of its control interface. The great part about developing the Conduit has been having an opportunity to utilize the Wii Remote to its fullest. A lot of folks who've played during the hands-on have commented that they feel it's extremely accurate control mechanism for a first-person shooter, and they really seem to be enjoying the direction that we're taking. And really, first-person shooters seem cut out perfectly well for the Wii. And of course, that's been sort of the focus from the beginning, and it's worked out really nicely so far.
Yet some of the first-person shooters that are out haven't been all that good. What do you think that is?
I think it's just been a matter of a developer focusing on developing a quality game for the Wii. It seems that so far a lot of the games that have been released on the system have been either ports or very small titles that have been developed rather quickly. With the Conduit, we've given it more of the a full dev cycle quality treatment, and everything is obviously going to shape up much better than if you just try to crank it out in a few months with a small team.
So at this year's E3, Nintendo revealed something called the Wii Motion Plus. Is that something you have had a chance to have a look at?
Yeah, the Wii Motion Plus is really super cool, and I'm very interested in getting my hands on it and trying it out. The funny part is that Nintendo announced it on Tuesday morning. Eric and I were doing some interviews, and one of the interviewers asked us if we were looking to use the Wii Motion Plus in our game, but we actually hadn't even heard of it yet. So actually, after this interview, we're going to head down to the show floor and check it out and learn more. And we'll see. We'll see when it's available to us as developers, and we'll see what we can do.
I think it's going to be out with Wii Sports Resorts this following spring, so maybe it will be.
The timing may or may not be right for it, and really our promise to the fans of the product has been everything we do is going to be really high quality for this game. So if it's something that doesn't, it's a neat gimmick, but if it doesn't make sense for our game, we're not going to have it in. So unless we can do it and do it really well, it won't be there. And that goes for all areas of the game. If in our multiplayer and all other facets of the game, everything needs to be very high quality.
I think it's also important to point out, too, that since the Conduit was developed with the Wii Remote in mind, it operates very well with the Wii Remote and nunchuck combo, so it doesn't really feel necessary to use the Plus system. But again, we'll evaluate it and determine later. Cool.
All right, so you just briefly mentioned the multiplayer. What kind of plans do you have for multiplayer?
Well, we plan on having a robust multiplayer. It will have all the standards, the deathmatch, the capture the flags, all of the modes that fans of first-person shooters expect, as well as we'll be utilizing some of our custom devices that set our game apart, such as the all-seeing eye and other things like that. And our plans are to have. We're currently running at 16 players simultaneous, but we are trying to make sure that to have as many players as possible and still have it run very well. So we don't have the exact number that we'll have on ship, but we're working on making sure that what is there runs very well and it's a fluid experience for many players.
Will there be team modes as well, or will it mainly be deathmatch? Or
there are team modes. You would know more about that.
Right. We're still working out the details. We'll of course have the basics, the capture the flag, and the deathmatch modes. But we want to make sure before we make any announcements that we've designed something that we feel really good about, and we also don't want the multiplayer mode to feel like it was just tagged on at the end. We want the multiplayer to feel like it's a very important part of the game and hopefully adds to the longevity of the Conduit. So yes, we're giving it every effort to make sure that it's as cool as possible. And also, we will be looking to incorporate voice chat, so that's something we're working on as well.
So when will you release the Conduit?
That's Q1 of '09, so we're looking at a March release of next year. So.
Thank you very much for your time. It was great to meet you guys.
Thank you, guys.